Take a breath with me for a second. I want to talk about something fundamental, something that quietly shapes the entire quality of our lives, whether we're aware of it or not. Frequency, values, and the shape of a life. We are born with our core values, and each value carries a frequency. The higher the frequency, the more alive and multidimensional our life becomes. The lower the frequency, the more narrow, repetitive, and constricted life feels. Higher frequencies, love, empathy, joy, neutrality, create range. They give you access to nuance, creativity, adaptability. They allow you to hold paradox. They make life feel dynamic. Lower frequencies, fear, hate, control, greed, collapse experience. Life becomes rigid, predictable, defensive. You may have moments of power or pleasure, but underneath it is a steady hum of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Here's the part that's uncomfortable to hear. Raising your frequency is hard. It requires honest self-inquiry. It requires effort. It requires a willingness to look at yourself without flinching. Lowering your frequency is easy. All you have to do is reach for control, give in to fear, choose greed. Those paths are wide, familiar, and often rewarded in the short term. How the shadow is born. As we grow up, we are inevitably placed into situations we cannot control. There is usually an authority figure involved, someone with power over us who is acting from their own unhealed wounds. As children, we don't have the capacity to say, "This isn't about me." Our safety is on the line. Our survival is on the line. So we do what children always do. We take responsibility, not because it's true, but because it's safer. And in taking responsibility, we begin to form beliefs about ourselves. Something must be wrong with me. I must be too much. I must not be enough. Parts of us begin to feel unacceptable, so we hide them. Those parts don't disappear. They move into the shadow. What healing actually requires. Healing doesn't begin with fixing yourself. It begins with stopping the rejection. At the very minimum, healing requires acceptance. The deeper truth is this. The work of this lifetime is learning how to love ourselves. Not the curated version, not the healed version, all of us. Especially the parts we judged as unlovable. That journey doesn't start with insight. It starts with willingness. A willingness to turn towards the parts of yourself you learned to avoid. A willingness to let those parts exist without immediately trying to change them. Some of those parts are hidden so well that they live outside our conscious awareness. And still our body remembers them. Our nervous system remembers them. Beliefs, ego, and the illusion of the monster. Some of our suffering comes from our relationship to our beliefs, especially the ones that quietly limit our access to joy, ease, freedom, and personal power. Changing that relationship starts with a radical understanding. There is nothing in your shadow that is uniquely evil or irredeemable. There are 8 billion people on the planet. And almost every one of us is walking around convinced that the thing hiding in our shadow is the worst thing imaginable. It isn't. Whatever you've done, whatever you've thought, whatever you've hidden, it is human. And you are still worthy of love. When you're willing to take responsibility, not blame responsibility for every part of yourself, something begins to loosen. The beliefs that once felt solid start to unravel. The shame loses its grip. The shadow no longer needs to stay hidden. Returning to the present, as those beliefs soften, the ego loses its dominance. The ego lives in images, images of the past, images of the future, replaying what happened, predicting what might happen. But freedom doesn't exist in either place. The past is over. The future is uncertain. The present moment is the only place where personal power actually lives. When we come back here, fully here, we reclaim something essential: choice, agency, aliveness. This is where love lives. This is where joy lives. This is where real freedom lives. And that is the work I care about. So before we end, I want to invite you out of thinking and into direct experience. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it go through the mouth. Again, inhale and exhale. Now bring your attention into your body, not to fix anything, not to change anything, just to notice. Notice where your body feels open and notice where it feels tight or guarded. If there is an area of tension, don't analyze it. Just let your awareness rest there. Now gently ask yourself, without needing an answer right away, what part of me have I been resisting? Let whatever arises arise. An image, a sensation, a memory, or maybe nothing at all. There is no wrong experience here. If a part of you comes into awareness, especially one that feels uncomfortable or unwanted, see if you can meet it with curiosity instead of judgment. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. Just let it exist. Now ask this quietly inside. What would it feel like to stop fighting this part of me? Notice what happens in your body when you ask that. Does anything soften? Does anything resist? Both are welcome. If it feels available, place your hand somewhere on your body, your chest, your belly, and let that touch be a signal of presence. Nothing is being demanded of you. Nothing needs to be fixed. Just notice what it's like to be here with yourself without trying to improve the moment. Take one more slow breath in and long breath out. And as you open your eyes or return your gaze, see if you can carry this with you. Freedom doesn't come from becoming someone else. It comes from ending the war with you, with who you already are. That's enough for today.